The election of 1852 foreshadowed America's future as a divided nation and marked the defeat of the Whig Party. General Winfield Scott, President Fillmore, and Senator Daniel Webster competed for the Whig nomination at the Whig National Convention of 1852. Although Fillmore and Webster were both closely associated with the Compromise of 1850, the Whig Party chose to elect Scott, believing that his impressive history as a military hero would be good for the party's image. The Democratic Convention of 1852 was also deadlocked, but Franklin Pierce was ultimately chosen as the party's dark horse candidate, with Democratic cries of, "We pulked him in 44, we'll pierce him in 52. Pierce was a pro-Southern Northerner who was called the fainting general by many because he fell off his horse after receiving a groin injury, but he had very few enemies. Scott and Pierce, like the candidates in the previous elections, refused to take a stance on slavery, but slavery was still an important part of American politics. The Whig Party was hopelessly divided over the issue of slavery. While Northern Whigs hated the fugitive slave law and therefore hated the part of Scott's platform that endorsed it, the Southern Whigs disliked Scott because they believed he wasn't endorsing the fugitive slave law enough. Many Whigs in Georgia went so far as to vote for Webster over Scott, even though Webster was dead. Free Soil Party candidate Hale took an anti-slavery stance and ended up receiving the votes of many Northern Whigs who would have voted for Scott otherwise. Eventually, Democratic candidate Pierce won the election, marking the defeat of the Whig Party and the rise of sectional political alignments.